Boom, another one-off replay. This was a fun game I had with Raced. We had a good series. Oh, that's a good yawn. All right. What were we doing? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. I wanted to try more rattling guns than just one, so they couldn't be, like, focused down, because the most common high elf build I see against me these days is, like, double Phoenix and a L'Ariel, so I thought maybe if we just have too many rattling guns, there ain't shit they can do about that. Other than that, we have double Poison Wind Globe, one of which is the Avalanche Mortars, one of which is the regular Mortars. We have 3 Warp Fire Throwers, because I've been using them a lot recently. I think they're just fun, and we all deserve to have some fun. Other than that, Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves. We have dogs. One dog? Yeah, just one dog. This build, it's one of those things I do occasionally where I try a bunch of things at once and I see how I like them, where like the Warp Fire Throwers, I'm going to see how they do. Rattling Guns, I'm going to see how they do in mass. And I know this build isn't perfect at the moment, like I need some Rat Ogres or something, but I just kind of want to throw a bunch of things at the wall and see what sticks. For my opponent, Raced, he has Triple Bolt Thrower, which is really bad for my current build. He has a bunch of Rangers, White Lion Chariots, Valyrian Reavers across the board, more Rangers, like I said, a Firecaster, and Tyrion. So White Lion Chariot's going to charge in, and Rattling Guns are going to tee off into them. Meanwhile, Poison Wind Globes and Warp Fire Throwers take out a bunch of Rangers. And I'm already seeing a problem. Oh, also on the back, I left one Rattling Gun in the rear to shoot at some of these cav for fun. I'm noticing one problem already, and it would be that Warp Fire Throwers are unnecessary when already double Poison Wind Globe are so effective at taking out high elf infantry that more infantry killing tools is kind of redundant. So I will say I don't think Warp Fire Throwers is the way to go here, but oh well. That or just don't take both. Teeth Breakers still shooting the White Lion Chariots. Good for us. And then I get some dogs up here to help me out. But frickin' Tyrion's going to run in here and help fight Deathmaster Snitch. Now this battle gets very spread out very quickly as Deathmaster Snitch and the Assassin are going to go fight Tyrion. We have some cav in the back going after these Rattling Gunners. And I only have one Skaven Slave back there to defend them. Bolt Throwers have killed off the green Poison Wind Globes quite quickly. And now I have the purple Poison Wind Mortars trying to fire over at some of these routing units. I think they just have leftover orders. Snitch and the Assassin are giving Tyrion the friggin' business, as now he pops all of his buffs as my buffs start to wear off, so he has 74 melee defense even though I have nerfed him down. Still not having a good time. Warp Fire Throwers firing at point blank range. That's one of the reasons I've recently started to like them again, is that if you put them on guard mode, they can actually kind of defend themselves in melee, sort of. Rattling Guns defended themselves against the Valyrian Reavers just by shooting them so much on the approach that they did rout. Rattling Guns over here are firing along with Warp Fire Throwers in to try and save the Avalanche Mortars, just doing all of the fire that they can. And now more Valyrian Reavers are going to try to shut us down. Tyrion did pop his Heart of Averlorn, so he got a bunch of healing back, and now he's running from Deathmaster Snitch. Deathmaster Snitch and the Assassin, realizing they can't catch him, are going to go off onto the Firecaster instead. Meanwhile, Wolf Rats and a bunch of slaves and random nonsense get onto chasing units and shut down one of the Warp Fire Throwers one of the Bolt Throwers at last. Lion Chariots and Tyrion and the Firecaster are all trying to gang up on Snitch and the Assassin. The Plague Priest is a little stuck in the middle of Valyrian Reavers. I can't get any summons out to go help them. Warp Fire Throwers are currently obstructed or something, or in melee. They're just not firing for some reason, but I lost my Avalanche Mortars, I lost my Teeth Breakers, and that is a big defeat in the background. I have forgotten about this Rattling Gun and this Skaven Slave for just a moment as I'm busy trying to keep Snitch alive, who is very low, fighting Tyrion to the death, getting one shot. They're both just hitting each other, but Tyrion's already heal cap, meaning Deathmaster Snitch is the OG this day, and then he frickin' kills Tyrion. Just kills Tyrion on the way out, and the Assassin's trying to rally him now. Wolf Rats are running around chasing things. Rattling Guns still have not been remembered. I swore I remember them quicker than this, but it looks like I'll give them attack orders someday. Deathmaster is getting run off the map by the Lion Chariots. Wolf Rats are running after them. The Assassin's just trying to finish that Firecaster, really get me back into this game. Warp Fire Throwers are firing into various areas, trying to lower the leadership of things. There we go, I remember the Rattling Guns now. Get them firing back onto the Heralds of the Wind and these Valyrian Reavers. These Bolt Throwers have moved up. I think they weren't on guard mode, and they were just chasing down the Avalanche Mortars, who they are going to kill very soon. But there's the Skaven Slave on the far side. Some dumb bullshit back here happens soon. I don't know when it happened, I just noticed it towards the end of the game. The White Lion Chariots are chasing Snitch towards the edge of the map. Just remember that for a little bit. Rattling Guns going to fire over here as soon as the Warp Fire Throwers are done with their little volley. Almost killed the Heralds of the Wind, but the Rattling Guns will be there to help soon. Heralds of the Wind are actually probably just going to rout in melee, and that'll rout these Valyrian Reavers with their friends nearby routing. So we have one Rattling Gun back online. Balance power is quite in our favor. Deathmaster Snitch is getting awful close to the edge of the map. But these Lion Chariots are not chasing. They're fighting a couple Wolf Rats that have fallen behind their comrades. Assassin's trying to muck up some Rangers while Wolf Fire Throwers fire at the whole pack. And we're chasing off a bunch of stuff. Things are going pretty well. Rattling guns are back online, firing at all sorts of things. And this was a very spread out, crazy battle. But look at this. This is the bullshit I was talking about for my opponent. Like, they're just not going towards the closer edge of the map. They just decided to run, like, all this way rather than... That's such bullshit, dude. They should have run off the map. I feel for you, Raced. I don't know if it would change this game, but still. Lion Chariots are trying to carry the rest of the game on this back, while Warp Fire Throwers try to get in range. Bolt Thrower Crews are getting shut down, and Bolt Thrower Crews have so much ammo, they're a lot of the balance of power, and you can see as I kill them, balance of power is getting murdered. Murdered! And I just decided to keep Snitch far away. He only has one leadership, so I just kind of want him to stay safe. Some of his friends... Okay, they're Skaven slaves. They don't count towards negative leadership. Good. Because I was going to say they might actually rout him on their own. But Rattling Gun's going to fire in on this Eagle Claw crew, helping out my Plague Priest. And when they rout, I think Army Losses is just around the corner. Yeah. It was a good game. It was a fun game. It was all over the goddamn place. Recently, we have had issues with Deathmaster Snitch not hitting anything, but today he was on fire. 3,500 value fighting Tyrion. Assassin got 1,200. Plague Priest, I don't know, 200. Slaves didn't do much. They just existed. Warp Fire Throwers, baby! Pretty good value on the ones that got to shoot for a while. Rattling Guns, overall didn't pay for themselves. Poison Wind Globes got killed by all of the Claw Bolt Throwers. And Wolf Rats did fine. The other side for Race, Tyrion unfortunately underperformed. He was debuffed a lot by Assassin and Deathmaster Snitch, but still, poor Tyrion. You hate to see it. Lion Chariots did great. Illyrian Reavers overall did fine. Bolt Throwers did pretty well. Good.